Imagine learning a new language, like Japanese. Imagine being expected to express your every want and need in Japanese, having limited to no means of communication with others without speaking in your new language. Now imagine that you're taught to speak Japanese using French. Sounds strange, right? Well, for the nearly 4 million Americans who are unable to communicate using verbal speech, this is their reality. Many of these individuals will rely on augmented and alternative communication, or AAC devices, in order to communicate with others, but are taught to use these devices by individuals using verbal language. This study sought to flip the script on AAC implementation by investigating the effectiveness of an immersive classroom taught by 2 speech-language pathologists with a speech-generating software projected onto a smartboard for constant modeling in the means of communication that the children are learning. We hypothesized that because of the additional modeling that the children are getting, children in this immersive classroom would show greater language development than children in the typical treatment setting. Through a partnership with Bridgeway Academy, a local school for children with autism and other developmental disabilities, participants were placed in either the immersive classroom or remained in their typical classroom for the 8-week summer term. Data was extracted from the children's devices using Realized Language, an online cloud software system that allowed us to analyze days of use as well as minutes of use before, during, and after this summer term. Data analysis revealed that children in the immersive classroom showed an increase in device use from the beginning of summer to the beginning of school this fall, while children who remained in the typical classroom actually displayed a reduction in device use. Overall, they also had more consistent use in the immersive classroom with up to 5 days of week per use, as opposed to children who remained in the typical classroom who averaged just 1 to 2 days of use per week. So I hypothesized that the effectiveness of an immersive classroom is not just the additional modeling, but also the increased emphasis put on having the device near the child at all times. Just like you could only learn to speak Japanese with your vocal cords working, these children can only learn to communicate with their AAC devices while the device is present. So imagine learning a new language, finally having a means of communication with others to express your every want and need. Through treatment like the immersive classroom, this is becoming a reality for individuals who communicate with AAC devices.